Then comes AI Cloud. AI Cloud is similar to any cloud of Salesforce. It provides you all of the if you really want to use the AI capabilities or the artificial intelligence capabilities of Salesforce, you have to get this AI cloud for yourself, which will help you take care of all of the other aspects of your business, whichever you want it to take care of. And with AI cloud, you get Einstein GPT. And by the way, it's not like that Einstein GPT and AI cloud are the same things. Inside AI cloud or with AI cloud, you get Einstein GPT. Right, so that's one of the features of this AI cloud. There are other features as well, which we are probably not covering because of the time limitations that we have. But Einstein GPT is the main core thing that you'll be getting along with it. And Einstein GPT is like just another GPT out there, but just for Salesforce. So and again, it's further divided into Sales GPT, Service GPT, Commerce GPT, and Marketing GPT, Slack GPT, and then Tableau GPT as of now. Now let's talk about what exactly Sales GPT helps you do. So, you already know what Sales Cloud is, so I'm not, of course, going to cover all of the things that people in sales do and how Salesforce can help you do all of those things. But I'll just directly jump onto what Sales GPT can actually help you achieve. So, now let's talk about what comes under Sales GPT, in this AI cloud with this Einstein GPT. That is, number one is Sales Assistant. The Sales Assistant helps you do the research on the account, and it just helps you prepare for the meetings. It helps you draft the contracts and also update all of this information onto the CRM for your future references. What I mean by that, let me give you an example. Imagine you have a deal going on for batteries. You're working as a sales rep in a battery company which creates those lithium-ion batteries for cameras, and you have a meeting with Canon, and you want to do research for Canon, that what exactly is going on into their company and all of those things. But it requires a lot of time and effort, and even if you do it, not probably all of the sales reps in your organization might do it or are interested in doing that. But with Sales Assistant, that comes along with Sales GPT. All what you need to do is you just need to search information onto Canon, and all of the information or the news articles or the whatever that is going to be available onto the web about Canon is going to be shown to you by the Sales Assistant. So the time for research automatically got reduced to almost zero, and whatever information that that seems relevant to you, you can use that in the conversation that you'll be having with the contact of that who's working into Canon, right? So that it helps you do all of those things, and you can store all of these information into your CRM as well. So, and on just one click, so you do not have to just worry about all of those things, which is exactly what people struggle, right?
Yeah.
Then comes Einstein Relationship Insights. What exactly is this, Vishal?
So Einstein Relationship Insights is just a step forward in what you have told, just what you have just said. So basically what it does is it kind of identifies different relations between the organizations across the internet, across the news, and gives you more information about it. So let's say you are and take your example itself only. Let's say we are working a particular person is working in an organization and he has a deal with Canon. And when he uses Einstein Relationship Insights, he gets to know Canon just made a partnership with, let's say,
Carl Zeiss.
Okay, Carl Zeiss itself only. Okay, and you have Carl Zeiss as a customer of your own. So you can simply ask the individual whom you are working with already in Carl Zeiss, which are satisfied with your services, and they can simply connect you with the right individual.
They can act as a reference for you.
They can act as a reference for you. So this can it can actually help you in that. Another example of that is, let's say the person who is kind of, handling the sales for him, or the person who would be taking the decision for us from Canon side. You identify, Einstein Relationship Insights will helps us identify this particular person worked in an organization for which we had previously done some kind of work. So we can give them the reference. In your previous organization, we were the ones who actually implemented this kind of service, who actually implemented this new capability. So that can give us the credibility that we are looking for. But if we don't have the Einstein Relationship Insights, we may not be able to ever get that, because we will not have the right resources.
This is so amazing. You can actually identify the relations. You can even identify with whom you were working earlier is working into which company now.
Exactly.
All right.
It can actually track all of that and give us that kind of information. So if you have thousands of sales executives, like in a big organizations, and you really cannot imagine how much time it would take to reference those links, but Einstein Relationship Insights can help us do that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So I was picking up the next point.
Yeah, conversation insights.
So conversation insights. So this is again a new capability that Salesforce is providing in its Sales Cloud, with which what's happening is the call recordings that we have will be recorded and will be stored in Salesforce. Then they will be picked up by the GPT and it will actually it would create a transcript from them. It would create a summary for us. But not only that, it can actually identify the keywords that were there into the call. So we can identify. So let's say if Canon deal is happening and the same particular in that same particular call, the person to whom we are trying to sell is talking about some other battery company, we would get a notification itself only, like a competitor was specified in the call. And if pricing is coming up multiple times, we can see keyword pricing is coming up more and more now as compared to the previous years or previous months.
Without even getting into that call.
Without even getting into that call, we can do that. So it can actually helps us identify how we are lacking, where we are lacking, how we can improve ourselves.
It can give you the insights on the conversations your sales
Exactly.
reps are having with your customers. I mean,
Exactly.
everybody is looking for that. Either they're selling your product or they're just trying to avoid as many customers as they would.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
to add on to more on to that, the manager would be able to see for a call which went on for 1 hour, how much duration was the sales rep speaking, how much duration was the customer speaking, to identify whether sales rep was active or not. And if the particular manager wants to see like what was the reaction when this call was happening, he can simply open that call and see. When the customer was speaking, he can simply click on that. So it gives us a section like when the customer is speaking, we can click on that and it will give us the complete transcript as well. And we can see his expressions as well to understand whether he was actually interested in that or not. So
this is good.
This is good.
And you can do it with your Zoom calls and everything.
Yeah,
right?
we can connect Zoom call and Google Meets. Again, forward-looking statement. I will not say that those are the only two platforms, but yeah, definitely those two platforms can be linked directly.
Makes sense. Predictive forecasting. Let's talk about it.
So predictive forecasting. So with AI-driven forecast, it can predict. Like last month you had 64% more opportunities pipeline as compared to this one. So maybe you need to look into it. And it can also help us identify new patterns which we might not be even thinking about, which we might not even be looking for. It can actually help us do that because again, it is a generative AI. It can act as a human being. So if it is trained, which Salesforce did, it can actually help us identify those trends for us.
Got it. Sales emails. So it will help you write down the sales emails that you have to send, whether it is about introducing yourself, your products or your services, or about just like sending them a follow-up. It can just do that. And we're probably going to show you a demo of that same today as well.
Yeah.
We're going to?
Yeah.
All right. Service GPT, it helps you increase the customer experience with the power of AI with Service GPT, right? And how exactly it does that? Let's talk about it. Service replies. It just uses the real-time data sources, whatever the data is present into the CRM. It just picks up that data and just gives you the replies on its own. Without even the sale like the support rep or the service rep working onto it. What I mean by that, let's take an example. There is a customer support request that has been raised by a customer that they got the t-shirt in a black color, but they ordered it in gray. And the size is also different. So this is a customer support request. Now the AI is going to write down the answer on its own that all right, you place this order, but if you want a gray t-shirt instead of a black one, this is how you can do it, and I can help you do that. Please select. And once the user is going to select it, or once the customer support, once the customer is going to check that thing, automatically an order will be placed for the pickup of the black t-shirt, and the gray t-shirt will be delivered back to the doors of the customer, increasing your customer experience and reducing the time of your support rep working on to resolving that particular case.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Exactly.
Then comes work summaries. I mean, nobody wants to read all of those case threads, right? If you really want to know like the summary of what has been going on into this case for a very long time, and this has been escalated to this individual, this has been escalated to that individual, and you want to sum up all of that information, Service GPT can really help you do that by just summarizing all of it into one. And giving you the summary of it.
One point I would like to kind of add, which I believe in service replies, the content that the AI would be generating will not be sent automatically.
Of course, yeah. I forgot that. So, it's not like that the AI is going to send it on its own, as I said earlier as well. It is going to just write it down for you, send it, throw it in front of your face, and your rep and a support rep just has to like say yes or no to it, and it'll get sent. In order for the toxic data, what we call it as toxicity to not be there in because of the AI. We do not want our customer to be sent some random messages, which it generally does not do. But all of these things needs to be taken care of by a human as well. If in case, then the customer support executive is just going to like either. I mean, you can see that in the image that we've created over here, right? There's a send button over there,
yeah.
So you can just either edit the response that the AI has written, or you can just simply send it. So that's how it works, right? Then comes knowledge articles. Very boring task, requires a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and you would not like to miss anything into knowledge articles while writing it down, because it is going to help you solve a lot of similar problems later in your life as well. I mean, for your business or for that particular product or service, right? So what happens is that once let's say there is a problem in in that t-shirt only, or not in the t-shirt only, but like let's say there's a new problem that has been registered into your CRM as a case, and the service rep has worked really hard in order to close it, and now you want this to be converted into a knowledge article. All what you need to do is just click on a button and it will get converted into a knowledge article, making sure that no information is lacking from it, right? And again, of course, you can edit it in order to just have a quality check onto it. But yeah, this is something that can be done, which can save you a lot of time. So that's what it can do for you. Then comes mobile work briefings for all of the field service agents that you send. When sending them the request to go to a particular location to solve a particular problem, at that same point of time, you can also send them a summarized information of the order that they have to take care of, in order for them to be prepared while going for it in order to solve it, right? So just take an example of an AC repair person. So if you want to send someone to someone's door in order to repair the AC, you can also send them the problem that they have submitted and the possible solutions that they need to be ready with, and the equipments and the extra supplies that they need to be ready with in order to serve that order in a faster, in a better manner, rather than just going there and then figuring it out that what do I need in order to solve it, and then going back again to get that thing from somewhere and then getting it installed, wasting a lot of time. So yeah, it can do that as well. Then comes case classification, similar to lead routing. In order to do case routing, you would want the best of the people who can solve a particular kind of problem to solve all of that kind of problems, right? Because they solve it the best way. So all of this thing can happen automatically. All of the case routing can be classified with the help of Service GPT, and it can automatically write it to the right team or the right individual in order for a particular type of case to be solved based on the earlier success ratios of that kind of problems that a particular team or that a particular individual solved. Then comes Commerce GPT. As the name suggests, this GPT helps the e-commerce brands or the e-commerce companies sell better and improve the loyalty of their brand. And how it helps you do that? Let's come to the first point. Commerce concierge. So by the way, before this webinar, when we were having the dry run for it, we usually do when I'm very low on energy. Today I'm very low on energy in the webinar as well, but yeah, at that time as I was very low on energy, and at that point of time this word again came, and we were like, how to pronounce it, and then I was like, we call it concierge. Then people said, no, it's concierge and something like that. And then we got different pronunciations of the same. And then I lost 100 rupees. So yeah, that's the story. Coming back to commerce concierge, he won it. Commerce concierge. So yeah, Vijit.
Yeah, so Commerce Concierge is basically a capability that Commerce GPT is providing, which allows businesses to be able to provide the customers to be able to talk to the AI itself only. They can simply send in the image of a particular person that is wearing a shoes, and the AI can identify what type of shoes are they, do we have them, are these shoes from our own catalog, and then it can tell them, hi Mark, the image that you have sent, it is of XYZ brand, it's of XYZ limited edition, and it is available in these sizes. Would you like to add it into the cart itself only? And the AI can do that. If the person replies back, do you have them in red color? The AI can reply back to that question as well. So this is kind of a experience where you're
it's just like the similar shop experience or the brick or mortar shop experience that you actually get when there is a person standing right in front of you and trying to help you. Like buy something
exactly,
and figure out something that you're actually looking for, rather than just sorting out each and every alley of the of the shop. He's just trying to navigate you through it and improving your experience of improving your overall experience of buying, right?
Exactly. Another example to this is, let's say you say, I'm looking for sneakers that I want to wear on this particular event, and I am wearing this kind of outfit. This is going to my lower, this is going to be my shirt or t-shirt, and then the AI can identify and suggest a particular sneaker based on the data which is there. It can actually do that, which is going to actually revolutionize the way we do shopping on e-commerce.
Exactly. Makes sense. That's amazing. Generative product descriptions. A lot of e-commerce brands struggle with writing down the right product descriptions, and a lot of these business owners struggled with their content team in order to get the right product description up and live, because their support requests gets shooted up like this, even if they have wrong product descriptions on just one of their products or one of the articles of one of the products, right? So this Commerce GPT can help you write that down as well on its own. You do not have to worry about it, and that is going to save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and what else? Errors, yeah. Smart promotion management.
So this is basically the Commerce GPT allowing us to identify what type of offers to create and how to send them and when to send them to the individuals. It is helping us in running our campaigns. So it is going to save us a lot of time when doing promotions by offering the right discounts, by offering the right type of situations. Again, it is going to suggest us only those things, and then we can identify what we want to do with it.
Makes sense. Then comes Einstein product recommendations.
So Einstein product recommendation is the way where Commerce GPT
see. This Commerce GPT recommending the right products to the individuals according to the searches that they've made, according to the interests that they have, according to the color likings that they have, and the interactions that they have had with your website, right? So yeah, that's it. Einstein Commerce Insights.
So this is again not again, but yeah, there are so many things. So it is again very important aspect of it. So Commerce Insight is actually AI identifying certain patterns which can actually help us get more business. So let's say there are particular product which gets looked upon for 120 times a day. Almost approximately 60 times a day it gets added into a cart, but only 2 times it gets bought, as compared to other products which are getting not that much low conversion ratio. So there might be some issue into it. So it can actually highlight these kind of scenarios for us. So Einstein Commerce Insights can help us do that. So it can actually save us a lot of time, and some person or the manager comes in once a month and actually sees, okay, this has been going on for past 30 days. So it can actually highlight that for us within 7 days itself only, which can actually save lot of time for us.
Makes sense. Comes Marketing GPT. Again, if you really want AI to do, or not to do, but to help you a lot in your marketing, in planning your marketing journeys, in planning your marketing activities, in helping you remove the burdensome or the manual tasks, marketing GPT can come as a savior for you. Number one is segment creation, of course, or ask all of the marketing professionals. One thing that they do not like to do is write down those queries in order to segment the data to which they have to, to which they want to include into some particular campaign, right? They do not want to do some point and click or some coding or something like that in order to segment the data. When I say segment, you just choose the right kind of data for a particular campaign, right? So let's say if you want to choose, if you want the information of the people from 25 years to 35 years, males interested into football to sell another sneakers that you're launching. So in that case, a lot of manual work gets done in order to segment that data. How about you just writing it down, customers between the age of 25 to 35 interested into football, interested into sneakers, please give me that data, and the GPT gives you that data very, very easily, and that too very fast. This is exactly what segment creation helps you do, and when the marketing GPT is going to be live, this is something that it is going to provide, of course. Then comes content creation and selection. Of course, as I was talking about my marketing team, our marketing team, the content that they create and which one looks good, which one doesn't look good, all of these things can be resolved with the help of a generative AI, and this is exactly what this marketing GPT is going to definitely do. Whether it is about choosing the right template header, whether it is about choosing the right font for the email campaigns, whether it is about choosing the right placements of the products, everything, right? It can help you make better decisions, and it can also help you create better content, whether it be in the form of text or in the form of images. Then comes AI powered data integration. What does this mean?
So AI-powered data integrations is basically you can choose any data source. The AI can automatically map it, understand its data model, and map it with the data model that we have inside Marketing Cloud. So we do not need to identify if this field needs to be, this F name needs to be linked with first name. So it can do that for us. So this is help us in doing that.
Got it. Automated planning and pacing.
So in this particular scenario, what it will does is it will identify how we have been utilizing the media consumption, not the media consumption, by the media storage that we have and our spending, and then help us define which particular plan we should be opting for as per the data. So it can actually save money for us when choosing which media plan we want to use and we should be using, whether we should be using 10 gigabytes of a storage plan or we should be using 30 gigabyte storage of plan.
Got it. Then comes journey optimization.
So journey optimization is basically like what you said. It helps you.
A strategic decision taken based on the data.
Exactly. When to choose the email, when to send the email, how many times to remind a particular person that he hasn't paid for the subscription, and then choosing the right content as well. It can help us in doing all of that.
The complete journey optimization can be done using the GPT only. You would not need the experts to do that on their own. Slack GPT. Of course, what does Slack helps you do? Right, it helps you communicate better, and it has solved a lot. It has helped us so much, not just us, but everyone who is using it. Without it, it might feel like that you do not have water for the day, right? At your work, especially. And with Slack GPT, there are going to be some amazing things that you'll be able to do. Number one, and my most favorite, is summarize conversations and huddles. See, the thing is, I'm involved into a lot of at least bunch of, at least a dozen or so, a couple of dozen maybe, channels onto Slack, and there has been so many messages that have been sent over it, and the messages keep on coming, and I just procrastinate onto reading it. I'll read it tomorrow, I'll read it next week, I'll read it on a weekend or something like that when I would want to resolve it. But that day never comes, and why am I procrastinating into it is because the message thread looks like 100 messages, 200 messages, 25 messages, something like that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to read them all and understand what exactly is going on in that channel. This feature is going to help me do that very, very easily. It will just summarize all of the conversation that has been happening onto that particular channel. And just give me the real insight of, okay, this person said this. only the valuable information is going to be provided to me, not just the random rant that is being going on for not delivering the project or for the challenges that they're facing with the client. So communicating more effectively, it'll just help you communicate effectively. I don't know exactly how.
It will be in this. Basically, what we have is we will get the GPT power to be able to create messages. So inside the Slack text box itself only, we can simply choose write a reply to this particular message. I was not able to get this delivered because I wasn't provided the required information from the client side or something like that, and it can actually create a complete message for us.
Got it.
So similar to what Sales GPT.
And it'll also help you adjust your tone.
Yes, exactly.
Customer insights.
So customer insight is basically, it is integrated with customer 360 data. So it can, customer 360 and data cloud, so it can actually provide us the data that is there in different clouds. It can help us provide all of that data and then provide the right insights. Okay, if you are talking about Mark and he has been facing issues with his mobile connectivity. Okay, he had purchased this mobile phone at that time, and all of that information would be available, and the insights as well, like how many times he had raised this kind of queries or things like that. If he has been raising these kind of situations for his mobile phone for past 2 months, he has raised it 7 times, like this problem or that problem, we can actually identify from the customer insight. There might be some problem in his mobile phone itself only, we can simply replace it rather than wasting our time again and again. It is still in warranty, we can replace that. So it can actually help us do that. Then we have no code workflows. In this, what we are getting is the Slack would be able to automate tasks for us using the GPT and all the other LLM based solutions that they are providing, because it is all under one ecosystem itself only, AI cloud and then Slack GPT. So it can actually do all of that linking, update the contact, update the case record with the status closed. It can do that for us. Reply, comment on the case, like Mark, I would be needing more details from the sales side. It can actually go and add that comment into the activity feed. So no code workflows means that we can do all of that. Since it is all a connected ecosystem, you would be able to do all of that from Slack itself only. Then we have integrate generative AI apps. So not only OpenAI's ChatGPT, we can integrate other AIs as well, such as Claude from Anthropic and other platforms. And Salesforce will be bringing some of its own LLM as well, which we would be able to integrate into it.
Got it. Tableau GTP.
So Tableau GPT is another type of GPT which is kind of catering the services of Tableau. So primarily it has these kind of capabilities, and the first one is natural language queries, which is kind of similar to what we saw in segment creation as well. We just need to type like, I want those particular accounts which had bought from us 6 months ago, but they haven't requested or came back to us for any kind of new product or services from US region. It can actually create a query, run it, generate the data, and then create a visualization for it and then give it back to us. So it can actually save a lot of time for us and provide that kind of information for us. Then we have automated analytics. Automated analytics is something similar to, you are not identifying some pattern or something which is happening wrong into your business. So for example, last month you had $500,000 of opportunity in your pipeline. But this month yes, you closed it. But this month it has been reduced to 350. So it can actually notify you. This is an event which has happened, which should be brought into your notice. So automated analytics can do that for us. If the lead count, which used to be around 200 leads per month, has been reduced to 110, it can highlight that thing for us. It is kind of an anomaly for the AI, and it will highlight for us. So it can actually save a lot of time.
You don't have to just throw your head into those reports and dashboards. It will just highlight you the patterns which it is not used to of looking at.
Yeah, even if you may not know about it, like this is happening, it can actually help us identify, bro, this is happening into your system.
It can help you realign your teams well.
Yeah, and then there is personalized metrics, which is kind of,
showing the data to each individual.
Based on their personal kind of, usage and their kind of profile and roles, it will identify and create those metrics and visualize it for them. And then it is secure and compliant as we we haven't discussed it, but yeah, so Salesforce has we haven't yet, but Salesforce has kind of provided a new trust layer, which we will be talking in our later topics.